Good evening, I'm Elaine Quijano. Syrian opposition groups and rescuers are accusing the Assad regime of another deadly chemical attack. They say it happened Saturday in Douma, near the capital Damascus. More than 40 are reported dead. Horrifying scenes, not verified by CBS News, were posted on social media showing corpses and children gasping and choking. President Trump on Twitter called Syrian ruler Bashar Assad an animal and called out Russian President Vladimir Putin and Iran for backing him. Mr. Trump warned of a, quote, big price to be paid. Holly Williams has more on the alleged attack. We caution you, the images are disturbing.
Videos from the aftermath of the alleged chemical attack show apparently lifeless bodies with no obvious injuries. Survivors struggling to breathe, especially children, and being hosed down as if to remove a substance from their skin. We cannot independently verify any of these videos or confirm whether a chemical attack took place. Survivors, though, reportedly smelled of chlorine, a chemical that can be deadly in enclosed spaces. It's thought to have been widely used as a weapon throughout the Syrian conflict. This comes as the Syrian regime assaults eastern Ghouta. It's the last stronghold of Syrian rebels close to the country's capital, Damascus. But the regime has denied any involvement in this alleged use of a chemical weapon, and so has its ally, Russia. It's almost exactly a year since another large-scale chemical attack on the town of Han Shayhun in northern Syria. Scores were killed by sarin nerve agent, blamed by the US and UN investigators on the Syrian regime. This video of Abdel Hamid al-Yusuf carrying his twin baby daughter and son to their burial sparked outrage. That's how I carried them when they were alive, he told us, after he crossed into the safety of neighbouring Turkey. The US responded to the Han Shayhun attack with strikes on a Syrian regime airbase. Nearly 60 cruise missiles targeting regime aircraft and ammunition dumps.
The questions now include whether outside investigators will be given access to the site of this alleged chemical attack, whether investigations find that a chemical weapon was used, and if it was chlorine, whether that will draw an international response. Elaine.
Holly Williams, thank you. Now let's bring in Face the Nation host Margaret Brennan. Margaret, beyond making statements, how is President Trump expected to respond to this latest incident in Syria?
Well, the president is leaning hard into the idea of taking action. Senior administration officials are still waiting on intelligence to confirm exactly what substance was used and exactly who used it in Syria. But they are near certain that this was an attack carried out by the Assad regime and near certain that the president will decide to take action. They have previously drawn up plans for a military response at the Pentagon should the Assad regime decide to once again cross that red line the president drew last year when they used sarin gas. The administration has decided that a chlorine gas attack in and of itself, something that is not a banned substance under international law, but is a chemical weapon, would justify military action.
All right, Margaret Brennan. Margaret, thank you.